Look at your phone. Look at the silence on that screen. Feel the anxiety in your chest because she hasn't replied. And the worst part? You don't even know when the dynamic shifted. You've been told that being kind, available, and loyal is how you earn love. That if you give your heart completely, she'll hold it gently. But look around you. The nice guys are ignored. The men who would do anything for her, those are the men she respects the least. Because nature does not reward what begs to be kept. In the next 14 minutes, I'm handing you 7 psychological keys. Not pickup lines. Not tricks. Reality shifts. Warning. Once you see the mechanics of control, you cannot unsee them. If you're ready to stop being a fan and start being the prize, stay with me. Principle 1. The economy of absence. If air were sold, you'd only pay for it if you were drowning. Right now, you are free air. You text back instantly. You clear your schedule the moment she shows interest. You think that's devotion. Psychologically, that's low value. Machiavelli wrote, "Familiarity breeds contempt." When you are always present, you steal the most powerful drug from her brain, imagination. When you're not there, she wonders what you're doing, who you're with, whether you're thinking about her. In that space, her mind builds a version of you more addictive than reality. But you rob her of that by being everywhere. The solution is not to ghost. It's to actually be busy building your life. She takes 3 hours to reply. Old you panics and double texts. The Machiavellian you puts the phone down and goes back to work. Stop running toward her. Stand still in your purpose. Turn toward your goals, and watch how fast she turns to follow. Principle 2. Emotional unpredictability. The human brain loves patterns, but gets bored by them. A slot machine that pays out every time? You play it for 10 minutes and leave. But one that pays randomly? You can't stop. That's intermittent reinforcement, the strongest addiction mechanism in psychology. Most men are predictable. She knows exactly what to say to make you smile, what to do to make you apologize. You are a book she's already read. Machiavelli told the prince to be both lion and fox, strength and cunning. Break your own pattern. If you're usually stoic, surprise her with intense passion. If you're usually warm, go cold and analytical for a day. Not out of malice, to remind her that your attention is not a salary, it's a commission. Most men are emotional mirrors. If she's cold, they panic. You're letting her weather control your climate. Become your own weather system. The moment she can't predict your reaction, she starts chasing your validation instead of expecting it. She asks herself, "What is he thinking?" And the moment she asks that, you've already won. Principle 3. The mirror of Narcissus. We are all narcissists. Machiavelli knew, to influence people, don't show them what you want, show them what they desire. And what does every person secretly want? To be seen. To be understood. Most men try to impress by talking about themselves, their job, their gym PRs. That's not high value, that's insecurity. The Machiavellian approach is opposite. You become the mirror. You listen with predatory intensity. You ask questions no one else asks. You speak to her shadow self, the parts she hides from the world. When you reflect her back to herself, she thinks it's destiny. It's not. You're holding the mirror, and you decide when to put it down. Don't compliment her beauty, every man does that. Validate her effort, her darkness, the parts she hides. Make her feel exposed yet safe. That is psychological intimacy. And it's a chain stronger than steel. Principle 4. Destroy the pedestal. There's a fatal error in your programming. You've been taught that women must be worshipped. That's the pedestal effect, and it repels high-value women. If you treat her like a celebrity, she has no choice but to treat you like a fan. Fans don't date celebrities. Fans buy tickets and wait in line. Machiavelli taught, see the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. She is human. She has insecurities. She makes bad decisions. When you look at her with worship in your eyes, she senses you believe she's out of your league. Women date up or across, never down. By putting her on a pedestal, you voluntarily place yourself beneath her. Destroy. Look at her with level eyes. Be willing to disagree. Call out bad behavior. When a beautiful woman is used to men agreeing with everything, the man who says, "I think you're wrong about that," is a shock to the system. That's not disrespect. That's the signal that you value your truth more than her approval. Change the frame from, "I hope she likes me," to, "Is she good enough for me?" Principle 5. The authority of silence. The man who speaks the least holds the most power. In negotiation, the one who fills silence loses. In seduction, the one who overexplains loses. Talk too much. You send paragraphs because you're afraid of being misunderstood. So, your words are leaking your power. Mystery cannot exist in a biography. When she tests you, throws a tantrum, tries to provoke a reaction, give her nothing. Look at her with calm, unreadable eyes. Let the silence stretch until it becomes uncomfortable. She will rush to fill it. She will start explaining herself. She will seek your approval. The prince doesn't justify his decisions, he makes them. Never say, "I'm a high-value man." Just demonstrate it through action. Words are for the weak. Silence is for the sovereign. Principle 6. The willingness to walk away. This is the nuclear weapon of dark psychology. The one thing that cannot be faked. If you need her, she owns you. If you prefer her but can survive without her, you own the world. Most men stay in bad situations because they fear the void. They tolerate disrespect. They negotiate from weakness. But women have a sixth sense for bluffs. You can't fake this. You have to actually build a life so rich, so driven by purpose, so full of options, that losing her would be an inconvenience, not a tragedy. When she knows you'll open that door the moment she disrespects your boundaries, she won't walk out. She'll close it and stay. Because safety is found in the container of a strong man's limits. This is the paradox of love. You only keep what you are willing to lose. Build your kingdom. If she wants to be the queen, she abides by the laws. If not, the gate is open. The final twist. We titled this video, Machiavellian Hacks to Control Any Dynamic. And you watched because you wanted power over her. But have you noticed the pattern in every single law? Absence. Unpredictability. Destroying the pedestal. Silence. Walking away. None of these are about controlling her. They are all about controlling you. That is the ultimate twist of dark psychology. You cannot control another human being, but you can govern yourself with absolute discipline. The reason you failed before is because you were enslaved to your own impulses. Enslaved to lust, to the need for validation, to the fear of being alone. When you conquer those internal slaves, you become a gravitational force. She doesn't submit to your pressure, she submits to your peace. Control is not gripping someone's neck. Control is stilling your own mind. Kill the nice guy. He is weak and he is a liar. Give birth to the prince. He is strong and he is honest. The throne is not out there. The throne is inside you. If you're ready to stop begging and start ruling, type in the comments, "I choose power." Subscribe, because the next video takes you even deeper. You've learned how to stand still. Next, we teach you how to move.